What's up, EC's Garage? Today I'm going to tell you about the performance upgrades and modifications that I've done to my 3rd generation 4Runner V6 4-wheel drive. Alright, we're going to start with the interior because in my truck it is the least exciting place. First thing that I did when I bought this is installed this double DIN Pioneer head unit with hands-free. I've got the external mic right here. It works great. I wanted the hands-free. I also wanted the 2 DIN because of the screen, not for a GPS. This does not have a GPS. I knew I was going to use my phone and some of the apps that are available, like Gaia GPS, things like that. All trails for my hikes with the dogs. So that's why I skipped out on the GPS for this. I do now have my rear bumper on, my Shrockworks off-road rear bumper. So it's time to wire up that rear camera, which is why I have the screen. The whole point of me telling you all that was because I wanted a rear backup camera. And now that I've got the bumper in place, I'm gonna wire a camera. I'm not gonna do wireless, so you'll get to see that. The next thing that I did, man, the sun's coming up, getting bright. Okay, so the next thing is I replaced all of these bulbs in the center console here, the gauge cluster, also the temperature controls, and the gear selector with LEDs. There's a really cool write-up on the internet. You just do a search, you'll find it. It all links back to all the forums have it. All links back to the same forum where somebody originally posted it. You get not only all of the steps on how to do it with pictures, but you also get a source, all the part numbers, and the single source to where to order it. Makes it really easy. So those are the 2 big things that I've done. I love the dash LEDs, much brighter, and it looks awesome. Interior, and this was really good when I got it. Door panels in great shape, dash, all that. What I did do, because I take this off in the mud, snow, all sorts of stuff, I got these like snorkel, scuba wetsuit material from Auto Anything. So far I love them. They're pretty great. They've held up, they're easy to clean, and they fit well. The picture on Auto Anything shows a armrest cover. That doesn't come with the front seats. It comes with another set, so don't be fooled by that. LED light in the dome, right? It works awesome. It lights up the whole place without making this so bright that you can't see anything else around it. So I'm pretty happy with that. The back, nothing else going on. This is for the dogs. I've got beds back here usually when we go on our trips. And of course, all my gear goes on the roof. That's pretty much it for the interior. I've got some plans as far as what I'm gonna do next with the interior, depending on what I do with the truck. The weather is cooling off after this weekend, believe it or not. It looks like it's supposed to. So it's almost time to hit the road, get the dogs out into the forest and start camping. So as we go, I'll sort of know which path I decide to take with the interior modifications. But as right now, no S-Pod, no inverters, no fridge. This is all about the dogs back here, and I really just need something I can sit and see the gauges and what I'm doing behind me, hands-free. That's it. Streaming audio. That's basically it. All right, next, suspension and braking. I've got the Tundra brakes. I love them. They came off a 2006 V8. Absolutely amazing. I will tell you more about those in the installation and product review I do on those. Got the Bilsting 5100s, JBA long travel upper control arms. I've got the OME progressive springs. I think that 884s. To the exact part number in the description, but these are great progressive rate suspension springs. And I've got steel braided cables on the front and the rear, long travel. And after I installed the Tundra brakes, I got these Pro Comp wheels because they clear the calipers. You see just a little bit, but that's all you need. The stock wheels, I had the stock 6-spoke, and as you know, to use those wheels with these calipers, because the wheels don't clear it, you have to grind out the inside of the wheels. I didn't want to grind all 4 just because I wanted to make rotations easy, and also if I ever needed to put the spare wheel on front, that's not going to work. So I would have to take something off the back, move it to the front, and then put the spare on the rear. So I just decided to get these. They're really inexpensive and they look awesome. Armor. As you can see, my Addicted off-road bumper finally showed up. Get ready to paint this. I'm going to paint it. I'm not going to powder coat it because I used the truck. It's going to take some abuse. So I'm just going to get some Eastwood paint. We'll do a whole video on that. My rock sliders from Addicted Off-Road are on a FedEx truck somewhere. So you're going to get to see that. They're weld on, so you're going to get to see that job. Skid plates, right? So I've got the Shrockworks radiator, engine, transmission, and transfer case skids that go all the way back to the factory gas tank skid. These are absolutely awesome, well built, they look cool. So these are on here. I've also got the Shrockworks rear bumper with the swing out, spare tire relocation, came with this license plate relocator mount and wiring for the third brake light, also the illumination for the license plate. Dual gas can mount. These are pretty big. I've got one for water for the dogs, 5 gallon, and one for the one for gas, both 5 gallon, 20 liters. You just find the ones that have the right dimensions as far as the 20 liter goes. They're out there. I found them. Pretty awesome. All right, mine and everybody else's favorite part, performance, like engine, power. Obviously, I've got the Supercharger. This is the Magnuson 2nd generation Supercharger. Love it. I'll do a whole new video on that, especially with all the weight that I've added, the bigger tires, the dogs, the gear on the roof. This has become absolutely mandatory. In addition to that, I've installed this 3-pass all aluminum Champion radiator. I'm gonna do an installation review on that. By the way, anything that I've got that I don't have an installation video for already, some of the stuff I did before I started filming, you are going to get a recap on the installation and a review of the product coming in the near future. So the Champion, really cool, all aluminum. I'm never gonna have to worry about the coolant hoses inside for the transmission fluid going bad and mixing water with transmission and you know, ruining the transmission. Never gonna have to worry about that. Silicone hoses. These are SPS, supposedly more reliable and longer lasting than the rubber. We will see. So far so good. I've had these for about a year and a half, maybe 10,000 miles. Down here, as you know, I've got the transmission cooler. This is the B&M. I will post the actual part in the description. I got the largest one because of all the weight and the strain on the Supercharger. Rear differential breather. You've seen the you have seen the installation video for this, and that's pretty much it. I didn't do any deck plate mod, nothing like that. I am going to do a separate video on future performance upgrades. I'm talking things that I'm going to do like within the next couple of weeks, and before I get before I head out with the dogs. You're also going to see a video on the long-term and short-term maintenance items that I do, what I do, when I do it, what I use. You're also going to see some of the video on the major repairs that I've done, such as rebuilding the transfer case. That's something I'd actually done, so you're going to get that. I'll let you know what happened there with each of those. So you can see what I've done to the car as far as maintenance, as far as repairs, major rebuilds, things like that. This car's got a lot of miles on the chassis. It's held up great, so solid. This is what you have to look forward to. Check it out.